DarkwingDubb.
Yo, what is going on, people? It's your boy DarkwingDubb, and we're back for another episode of No Cap featuring your boy DarkwingDubb. And today we are going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go back to my first love. Yeah, I love wrestling. Yeah, I love basketball. Yeah, I love foosball. That's football for y'all that don't get the reference. Yeah, I love baseball, but my first love, boxing. Boxing, let's go. Let's go. So, as we saw a weekend or two ago, we watched none other than Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios in what was pretty much a no contest. I don't know what they were doing with Barrios. The man didn't show up to fight. Like, I don't know what was worse, the Garcia versus Barrios fight or the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight. It's almost like neither one of them fighters showed up to fight. But to Ryan Garcia's credit, he did fight the lesser of all the current champions. So now, Ryan Garcia is back, baby. I'm not a Garcia fan, but I know there's plenty of people out there that is a Ryan Garcia fan. It's just not me. But he's back. He's back in the win column, and he's looking. He's looking for his next victim. He's looking for the next victim. So who is going to be his next victim? You know what I'm saying? What's next for Ryan Garcia? Do we know? I think we all have an idea, because after the fight, with Barrios, he called out some interesting names. But before we get there, let's look at the rankings for the welterweight division. As we see, Ryan Garcia is now fourth, ahead of Rolando Romero. That's crazy to me, but we'll get to that. That's crazy. But number one, y'all see who number one? That boy Devin Haney, the dream, Devin Haney, number one. Yeah. So interesting to see, right? I agree. So these are the current champions of the welterweight division. We got, of course, Ryan Garcia is the new WBC champion. WBO, the dream, Devin Haney. WBA, Rolando Romero. And IBF, Lewis Crocker. So who comes first? Who comes first in this? Because at the end of the Barrios fight, he called out Shakur Stevenson in a weight class below him. But they've been going back and forth at it on the Twitter or the X or whatever you want to call it. They've been going back and forth on it. You know what I'm saying? And he's been called out by Shakur Stevenson himself. And so they had a little back and forth after the fight. And you see it right here. He knows what he's getting in the ring with me. It ain't going to be like he does to these other guys. And then Shakur responds with, I love when the tables turn. Set it up, though, so I can show you why I'm different. This is why, you know, I may not be a Ryan Garcia fan, because I'm most definitely not. But I can definitely appreciate, you know, him calling out these big names like that, right? I definitely appreciate it, because we as fans, we want to see the big fights. we want to see the big fights. So the fact that, we got fighters like Ryan Garcia out there that's willing to give us these big fights means a lot to people like me that love boxing. You know what I'm saying? That want to see these big fights happen, because boxing was at a point to where nobody was really watching, and thanks to people like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, now more and more fighters are willing to take, these bigger fights. So shout out to Bud and congratulations on your retirement. Shout out to Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? Like, this started something big. Yeah, we got Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, but I think we all had an idea on how that was going to go. But I think Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence was more of a 50-50. Now, we all know how that fight turned out, because it wasn't 50-50. I'm a Bud fan, but a piece of me felt like, if Errol gets a hold of him, it might be lights out. There's no one like Bud Crawford. So seeing Garcia call out some of these bigger names, it means a lot to, boxing fans around the world, because they understand, or he understands that, we want to see these fights, and we deserve to see these fights. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ryan Garcia for, calling out these guys. So where are we at right now? You know what I'm saying? We got Shakur Stevenson on the table. Here's a list of, guys that we could see. Look, this is what he said after calling out Shakur Stevenson. If they want me to run it back with Raleigh's, let's do it. If they want me to go straight for Devin, let's do it. I'm willing to fight any of them again. So he's willing to shoot his shot. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm him, I'll get to it. Because I feel like there's a way that he should go about it. You know what I'm saying? So look who's in the discussion now. Conor Benn. Congratulations, champ. See you later this year. Make sure you keep my belt warm. And as we know, Conor Benn just signed with Zuffa Boxing along with Dana White. You know what I'm saying? So that's another fight that us fans could get. It just makes it all more exciting. So not only do you have Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, I've even seen Teofimo Lopez's name get thrown out there. I don't know if I do that if I'm him. If he couldn't keep up with Shakur Stevenson, he's not keeping up with Ryan Garcia. But you never know. We've seen, other names get thrown out there. I think I've seen Manny Pacquiao, thrown out there for him. Like, I don't care to see that. I think it's time for guys like Manny Pacquiao time to hang it up, old friend. You know what I'm saying? You had your run. Let these young bucks carry it. But we all know that it's hard for some of these guys to hang it up. But we'll see. Also, after Conor Benn, Rolando Romero gets involved. Like, why didn't he call me out? I mean, I think we all know why he didn't call him out. But he tried to play big tough guy, but why didn't he call me out? If y'all remember correctly, Raleigh put a beating on him. I get it. Ryan was out for a year because he was suspended for a year due to some allegations of some juicing after the Devin Haney fight. So, the question is, that's a damn good question though. Why didn't Ryan call out Raleigh? Now, I know I saw the slide, posted the slide earlier of him saying that if he wants to run it, if they want him to run it back with Raleigh's, let's do it. But he didn't specifically call Raleigh out. Kind of strange to me. But yeah, so this is what we got going on right now. Do we get Garcia Shakur? Do we get Garcia Haney? Part Deuce. Do we get Garcia and Conor Benn? Or one that was left out, a couple of them that was left out. Do we get Garcia Lopez? Do we get Garcia and Raleigh? You got to throw Raleigh's name in there because if I'm him, I owe Raleigh because Raleigh put a beating on him. So if I'm him, I owe Raleigh. So who do the fans want to see? Who do the fans want to see? In a poll that was taken, 63% of the fans would prefer to see Ryan Garcia run it back versus Devin Haney. And the next closest one was Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. I'll tell you why I don't want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson is too fast for him. We all know Teofimo Lopez, he has hands. And Teofimo Lopez looked very pedestrian against Shakur Stevenson. So if you're Ryan Garcia, why put yourself in that kind of a danger, right? And number two, I just think Shakur Stevenson is better than him. Devin Haney, people try to compare Devin Haney to Shakur Stevenson. I think Stevenson has a speed advantage over Devin Haney too. They both throw a damn good jab, but I think Shakur Stevenson's comes with more speed behind it. It's more speed behind it. But if I am going to go in any particular order, I'm going, you run it back with Raleigh first. Get that get back with Raleigh. Got to be a big match. No. I'm going to change it up. We want to see the rematch and we want to see it now. We want to see Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia run it back. Why did I change my mind? Think about everything that happened. Everything that happened after they fought the first time. First off, Garcia put Haney down, 2-3 times? You know what I'm saying? People didn't think that Haney was going to recover. And then after the fight, come to find out that Ryan popped hot for some performance-enhancing drugs or rugs. So I think there's some real true beef there, not from just the amateurs, because we know they have an amateur pass too, but some real true beef there because he ended in a draw. It had to end in a draw because Ryan Garcia popped hot. Otherwise, Garcia won that fight. Do I believe Garcia actually popped hot? It's not for me to judge, man. The test came back, and the test is the test. Whether if anybody wants to believe it or not, that's not up for me nor you to judge. But the test came back positive, so there's that. So if I'm Ryan Garcia, I'm coming back to show that that wasn't a fluke, and I just own him like that, right? That wasn't a fluke. I own Devin Haney. If I'm Devin Haney, I want this right now because I got to show that it was a fluke. I have to show it was a fluke, right? I have to show that the reason why he did beat me so bad, because let's tell the truth here, he put a beating on him. The reason why Garcia beat him so bad was because of the PEDs. So, but apparently there's an offer out on the table between Raleigh and Devin Haney, which if that fight ends up happening, then Garcia either goes with Stevenson, Conor Benn, or the other champion, IBF, Lewis Crocker, who, in my opinion, will be, since he took the belt off of Barrios, would be the next, I wouldn't say softest, but it would be somebody that probably wouldn't challenge Ryan Garcia as much as Devin Haney or Rolando Romero. So we'll have to see what happens between Raleigh and Devin Haney. If I'm Haney, I'm going right after Garcia. I'll get Raleigh after this, but I'm going right after Garcia. And they've already been talking shit to each other online on X. Here we go, right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't going away. So why not do it now? It ain't going away. So it's like, it has the bad blood. It's the unification now. It's the biggest fight in boxing right now, and now is the time. That's Ryan Garcia. Haney responds with, "Let's start the discussions. Mark my words, you'll never fight again after this. So let that sink in and accept it before you say yes." Here we go. Haney doesn't understand. He's the B-side. Let's understand, you lost to Raleigh one fight ago. I'm number one in the division and on the pound-for-pound list. If you don't want to fight, just say that. It's already starting. It's already starting. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. It's already starting. And it keeps going. It keeps going, right? Look at that. There's more and more and more and more and more. And it keeps going. At one point, they even get family involved. Look at him. Devin Haney says, "Let's start our beta testing, or VADA testing, so we can make the biggest fight in boxing." Ryan responds with, "Start now, no worries." Haney doesn't understand he's B-side. And then, of course, he said, "Let's understand you lost to Raleigh one fight ago. One fight ago, you wasn't even ranked in the division, but you're DMing me talking about you're the A-side. I'm number one in the division and on the pound-for-pound list. If you don't want to fight, just say that. Stop trying to gaslight." I'm telling y'all, it's hot and heavy in here. It is hot and heavy in here. Look at that. Devin Haney again. I've never heard someone say I'm the A-side before we even start negotiations. Then you got fans getting involved, as you should have saw. As you should have saw coming. Fans are going to get involved one way or another. Whether if you're a Ryan fan or you're a Devin Haney fan, fans were going to get involved. So Devin Haney also says, "I fear no one or nothing but Allah," right? And he only says that because pretty much Ryan Garcia says that he's scared and he's delusional. So does Devin Haney have negotiation power? That's the next question. I can't say that he does or doesn't, but with him being ranked in the pound-for-pound list and being ranked number one in the division, I would say he does have some negotiating power. It'd be kind of hard for Garcia to say otherwise. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like this fight has to happen now. It has to happen sooner rather than later. But it doesn't just stop there now, does it? It doesn't just stop there now, does it? Now we've seen all of this go down, right? And somehow, some way, Devin Haney's brother gets brought in this? Devin Haney's brother gets brought in this? Like, how? But before I do that, Bill Haney actually gets involved. Bill Haney actually gets involved. That's crazy. Like, bro, like, and if there's one thing, I get it. I get it. Bill, that's your son. You're gonna have your son's back. Cool. I got it. But at some point, you're gonna have to let this dude fight his own battles. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney responds with Haney versus Garcia 2 done right. Garcia responds with, shut your bitch ass up. You know you are somewhat aware. So be real and understand you just want that ass whooping again. My dad will outcoach you any day of the week. You can't keep up. Oh, shots fired now. Dad's getting brought into it, bruh. Bill Haney responds with, couldn't make weight. You were 3 pounds over. Fake fat boy, positive for PEDs. Henry does a terrible job with you as a person. Oh, now, Bill, brother. If there's one thing I feel is off limits is a man's ability to be a father. You just called out Ryan's dad for being a bad father. That's not a good look at all, Bill. That is not a good look at all. If there's one thing that's off limits is that kind of talk. Trash talk, okay, cool, but I think that's gotta go. That's gotta go. Otherwise, I mean, it is what it is at this point, right? You know, so what's next? What's next? We get, I don't know what's going on my screen right now. There it is. So what's next, right? We get Haney. Look. Oh, and before I go there, sorry, my screen got all jacked up and stuff. Ryan Garcia brings his cousin in there, who then brings up Haney's little brother. My cousin just beat Devin Haney's little brother in an amateur bout, his first L. Garcia's don't lose to Haney's. This is the only fight the boxing world or anybody else wants to see. Whoever is the sanctioning body that's going to sanction this, whoever is going to negotiate this, it has to get done ASAP. The bad blood is it is way too bad right now for this not to happen. Everything else, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Conor Benn, Rolando Romero, all that is on the back burner. This fight has to happen, and it has to happen now. There's no other fight that needs to happen in the welterweight division unless somebody's moving up and giving Boots Ennis a run for his money, because he's super welterweight. But this shit right here, this shit right here, give it to me now. Take all my money, because I gotta see it. The bad blood, we gotta get this solved. Was it a fluke? Or was it just Haney being outclassed? I don't know. We shall see. Y'all, I love this shit. I love boxing. I'm going to be giving y'all more boxing talk. I'm going to be giving y'all more sports talk. Man, I love this shit. And to everybody that rocks with me, I appreciate everybody that rocks with your boy. I'm going to keep making this content. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. I just love doing this shit. I'm having fun making content for everybody. You know what I'm saying? For those that have subscribed, hats off to you. I appreciate you. To everybody else, please, please, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. And you see all the options you got down there. You got Instagram, you got the TikToks, you got here on YouTube. And if you want to just listen, Spotify and Apple Music, Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle. That QR code right there takes you right to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle. My stuff and my bro stuff gets put up on Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle on Spotify. And we also have our wrestling content that's both of us. So y'all, I appreciate, love each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay on the lookout for more from DarkwingDubb. I love this shit. I love this shit. I'll be coming back with some basketball. Baseball season's about to start. I'll give my my predictions for baseball coming up soon. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have so much fun, man. Y'all like and subscribe so y'all can keep up with your boy. And until next time, your boy DarkwingDubb is out.